Welcome back to CLE Weekend. You know, this time of year, it's when we reflect back on our lives. You know, we give thanks to many things, but there's a group of folks that we need to be extra grateful and thankful for, our veterans. So we are talking this morning about something that a lot of veterans do encounter, and that is VA claims. So I want to say good morning and thank you for being here to John Rice, Executive Director of Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission. So yeah, let's talk about the VA claims.
It's one of the most important things a veteran can take part in. It's impactful. It can provide long-term stabilizing income versus some short-term solutions that we have at the office. And so we think it's important that veterans know that process, know it well, and understand how to engage in it.
So let's talk about then the different types of VA claims.
Yeah, so there's the most frequently used one, which is a disability claim, right? So service-connected compensation, and that's where a veteran was injured or had a injury that they had when they went on active duty, they got worse. Okay. And because their service caused that, they can be compensated for that through the form of disability payments.
What does the process look like then if they do want to, file a claim?
A disability claim, it sounds simple when we say it out loud, but the process can be cumbersome. So we recommend seeing a service officer. The things you're going to need are, proof of discharge. We're going to try to request your medical records to prove that the injury happened in service or that was made worse in service. And then we're going to get you seen by a doctor today to find out how bad it is and then connect it to your service. It's called a nexus, but that's just the legal words, but Sure. It is a statement from a doctor that says that it is more likely than not that this was caused by your service.
Now, if you're a dependent or a spouse, does that process, is it the same?
So for dependents and spouses, they're not eligible for service-connected compensation.
Okay.
But if a veteran passes away from a service-connected disability, one that they've already been connected with, the spouse does have some eligibility for a benefit called DIC, which would allow the spouse to still collect some level of compensation following the death of the veteran.
You believe that no vet should ever have to pay, for their claim, but basically walk us through if that's even possible.
Yeah, so there are people out there that will try to charge a veteran for claims, right? And we recommend that you don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to. In the state of Ohio, every county has a Veteran Service Commission.
Yeah.
And in Cuyahoga County, that's us. And we're funded by taxpayer dollars, and we don't charge. We won't even accept money if you tried to give it to us. So we encourage you to come down to see us first. If ultimately you decide you want to have a lawyer or somebody involved in your claim process because it's gotten to that point, it's been appealed multiple times, then feel free to. But I recommend seeing a service officer first. There's a lot of things that we can just do because we're so familiar with that process that we can expedite that and you won't need to pay for it.
And I think that's a good first step, right? Because anyone who's at home right now is like, okay, so we meet with someone first and kind of go through, because you said it sounds like it might be an easy process, but we don't know till you actually get into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little trip hazards, right, in the process. So if you're diabetic, there's a lot of things where diabetes is naturally connected to military service, but they don't know things like if I have neuropathy that's secondary to my diabetes, I can be service connected for that as well. I have other conditions that are secondary to whatever I was already service connected for, and we regularly do claims, so we regularly know what is a likely secondary condition, so we can ask the right questions. We'll advise you the right way, ensure that you're getting the compensation you deserve. And we encourage people to come down and talk to us regularly, like not just the first time, because you might have been connected for the last 10 years, but one thing we know about disabilities is that they tend to get worse as we get older. And as it gets worse, there's a potential that your compensation is not at the accurate amount. Like you may be eligible for additional compensation, and that could be very important for our veteran population. Some of them who are trusting on that income as they're entering into retirement age or are already in retirement age, and so they should come down and look at increases and see what we can do to help out.
And any veterans who are watching who may not know about the Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission, tell us what else you do, because there is so much.
Yeah, we do a lot, right?
Yeah, give us a little idea, because I know it would take us all day. You do a lot.
Yeah, so quick snapshot. We help with emergency financial assistance. So that's rent, utilities, mortgage, food, clothing, hygiene. So if you're a veteran and you're struggling, you've had some loss of income, some increase in expenses, we can step up and help out.
Yeah.
We help with transportation to and from medical appointments. We do some memorial activities. All those flags you see out of the cemeteries on Memorial Day, that's us. Ultimately, though, we're here today to talk about the VA claims process, but we do a lot. And to be honest, we're open to suggestions. Like if there's something we don't do, but a veteran can benefit from it, we recommend that somebody calls us and tells us.
I love
so
that.
that we can step up to the plate and see if we're the right partner, or if we're not, we'll get one of our community partners on board and see if they'll grab that baton and run with it.
Yeah, now it is the holiday season, of course. People want to donate. Can they do that?
So not to us,
Okay.
but I recommend that if they want to keep those donations in their local community, reach out to a VFW, American Legion,
yeah.
DAV post, and donate there. Those individuals will ensure that the donations get in the hands of veterans.
Yeah, wonderful. I appreciate it very much. You said setting up an appointment is good, coming to the door to see you guys. Tell us where we can get all that information.
Yeah, so www.cuyahoga.best.org is the website.
Okay.
That's the best place to kind of start your journey. If you want to call us because you're not, website friendly, 216-698-2600.
Wonderful, John. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. Cuyahoga County Veteran Service Commission doing so much good for the residents in Cuyahoga County. So thank you again. And we want to say, make sure you do reach out. Don't be afraid to do that. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.